Welcome, folks, to another episode of Dski Grillz. Happy 2024. Today we are cooking up an awesome dish to start off 2024. Today we are making grilled red snapper on the Glen Blue kettle. Let's go. All right, folks, so you saw that intro, so let me show you exactly what we're working with today. Very few seasoning are going to go on this red snapper, but what the plan is for this red snapper is to also make a shrimp cream sauce that's going to go on top of it. We'll probably hook up some asparagus as well, okay? But this is very easy to do. What I started off with is about 4 pounds of red snapper, okay? So I have 4 whole snappers, as you can see right here. And what I did is I descaled them, so I took all the scales off. And what I'm going to do now is go ahead and cut them and fillet them, okay, to get them ready for cooking, okay? So I'm going to do that in just a second. We're going to come back and introduce the Rufus Teague fish rub to this cook, all right? We're going super heavy on this. This has hints of coriander, hints of lemon, hints of thyme. You can taste all those good flavors in this rub, okay? So we'll go heavy with that. After that, we'll get out there to that Glen Blue kettle. We're going to fire that baby up. We're cooking at around 400 degrees, okay? I'm talking about getting a beautiful crust on one side, awesome flakiness on the other. That's the idea. So you know what we'll do. I'll take you to the cutting board. I'll show you step by step how we're going to cook, how we're going to clean, and finally how we're going to enjoy this beautiful grilled red snapper on Dski Grillz. I want to thank you as always for joining me, and let's get cooking. All right, folks, so for this snapper, what I want to do is I want to cut slits into the fish. So we're going to put maybe 4 or 5 slits in the fish on both sides, okay? Maybe even 5. I can get a little bit here on this tail. Flip it over, do the exact same thing here. Yeah. I tried to fillet one fish, and to be honest, these just aren't big enough, all right? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead with our slits. We have slits on both sides. We're gonna come back with olive oil and seasoning after that, okay? So let's do that together. You wanna add your olive oil. Then we're coming back with a heavy dose of the Rufus Teague fish rub. Now the idea here is you want this seasoning all inside those slits to make sure you are getting flavor through that fish. You can see that. Same thing on this side. Olive oil first. And heavy with our seasoning. Okay, and we cannot forget the inside. We want to do that as well. So we'll go right off in the pocket here and fill that up as well. Okay, so this is how we're going to do all of our fish. I'll meet you guys outside when it's time to do that grill setup. All right, folks, so we are back. We have all 4 fish seasoned and ready to go. My plan is to let these sit for around 15 to 30 minutes. And the idea behind it is just to make sure those flavors get soaked in. Now, I have 3 whole fish. I have 1 where I attempted to fillet it. My knife didn't do too good. I don't like the end result, so I didn't want to continue with that, okay? So we're going to make these babies whole. Here's our fillets. And they weren't bad. Don't get me wrong, they're not bad. But it wasn't as smooth as I wanted to go, okay? So I need to do some knife sharpening and stuff like that. So we'll do our fillets on the side, like that, okay? And we will cook our whole fish in the fish basket. All right, so I'm going to show you that really quick. This is a Weber fish basket I bought years ago. And we're going to go ahead and try to get these in, see how we can do this. All right, so we got one here. And we may only be able to do 2 at a time, but I'm going for all 3. There's 2. And let's see if we can get the third one. I think we can. And that is 3. All right, so all 3 fish are in the basket. And we're going to go ahead and shut that baby down and lock it in. Okay, so here's our 3 fish ready to go. We'll let these hang out. I'll meet you guys outside for that grill setup. Okay, folks, so what I thought while we're waiting for the flavors to soak into that fish, we're pretty much letting it dry marinate in the refrigerator for around 30 minutes, okay? So what I want to do now is start working on our shrimp cream sauce that's going to go on top of this fish or complement it on the side as you're eating, right? So what we're starting with first is around 10 extra large shrimps that I've already cleaned, I've peeled and deveined, all right? We have some sausage, peppers, 2 peppers, and onion, okay? So I'm gonna get these diced up. We'll get back together and I'll show you how to put this sauce together. Okay, so all of our ingredients are diced up. So here's what we have. We have our shrimp, we have garlic, we have white onion, we have our sausage, we have orange and green bell pepper. So let's meet at the stove top and get this stuff going. Okay, so in our saucepan, we'll start off with about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Get that baby fired up. First things first, we want to come with our sausage. Okay, so we'll get all of our sausage added and let that start browning. All right, folks, so our sausage is brown now. We're coming on back with our onion and garlic and peppers. So all the other ingredients except the shrimp is going in now. Our garlic, our orange and green peppers. Now the reason for the sausage first is because we wanted to build up that flavor from the sausage to go into all the veggies. We wanted to get the fat or the grease that comes from the sausage going so it can help saute this mixture of vegetables that we have here, okay? So I'm going to get this moving around. If it seems like you need to add a little more olive oil, by all means go ahead. Now, we are sticking with a fish theme, right? So we want to continue to add flavors that complement fish. All right, so we'll let that go for a minute. With that being said, I'm coming back with our fish rub, and we're going right inside with that for our seasoning. So as you can see, everything is cooking down really well, so it's starting to sweat down. Next, we want to go ahead and add our shrimp and let that go for a second. Now, you know shrimp doesn't take long at all, so we'll watch this close. Once it starts turning pink, we will go ahead and do the next step, which will be adding white wine. Okay, so we want to add about a half cup of white wine and then let all of that simmer down until the alcohol in the wine is gone. Okay, you want the flavor of the wine, you don't want the alcohol, so you want that to burn off. Okay, so you can see that our shrimp is pretty much where we want it to be. You see that opaque color I was talking about? Look at that. Okay, so now we're going to come back and we want the zest of a lemon. Now I don't want a whole lot, I just want a little bit, so I'm going to do that. Get the zest of the lemon going in here. Last but not least, we come back with our white wine. And again, we want to add about a half a cup. Okay, so from here, we're going to do no more than just simmer and get back together in around 15 minutes and check on this sauce. So 15 minutes later, our white wine has reduced. Our alcohol content should be out of there by now. And what we have is a beautiful sauce that now we're going to go ahead and make creamy. So you can see how everything's looking. I'm going to turn up the heat a little bit. And we're coming back with heavy cream. Now I want about a cup of heavy cream in this mixture. and that's what's going to thicken it up. We'll do the exact same thing. We'll just let this simmer, and what this is going to do is simmer and actually boil down a little bit as well. So again, now we just need it to thicken up. So we'll let this run for a little bit, and then I'll show you the final product of our creamy shrimp sauce, and then we'll head outside to the grill. All right, folks, so we're outside with the Glen Blue kettle. I'm going to use the grill gun, and we're going to go ahead and get this fired up. What we're using is Jealous Devil lump charcoal. So I pretty much put it all together in a pile right in the center of the Glen Blue kettle, okay? So let's get this fired up. Now, once this ash is over, which will take around 15 minutes, we'll spread the coals out. Then it'll be time to add our fish, all right? So I'll get back with you once we get to that point. Okay, folks, so we are at around 480 degrees. I'm going to burp for safety. And we're coming right on with our fish. And we're going right over the coals, okay? Right over the hot coals, just like that. Here's our fillets. If you remember, we did those. I'm going to put those on the outside here and just let those hang out too. Okay, so the plan here is to flip these every 5 minutes. So I'm going to get it shut down because I don't want fire. We want a beautiful, beautiful crust on both sides of these fish. All right? I'll see you guys in just a second when it's time to do the first flip. All right, folks, we are back. It is time for the first flip. Let's go ahead and burp. I'm going to bring her over, and let's see how our fish is coming along. Oh, yeah. There we go. Beautiful char, beautiful grill marks is what we have right now. We're going to keep on going another 5 minutes, and then flip. Okay, folks, we're back. We're right at 400 degrees. It's time for the next flip. We can get that done right now. Again, we'll burp for safety. All right, and we're heading on over, and we're flipping. Okay, so again, beautiful char is what we're getting on this fish. This is wonderful. We're going to hit it with some Pam spray. Our other pieces as well in the back. They're just pretty much offset grilling right now. And all I'm going to do is come back. I'm going to squirt it with lemons. And folks, I will meet you at the cutting board after that, and we can check out the final product of this beautiful grilled red snapper with a creamy shrimp sauce. See you guys in a bit. Okay, folks, we are back, and I am so excited to show you the final product of our grilled red snapper made with a creamy shrimp sauce, okay? So look how beautiful. You see the char I was talking about? This is what you want to achieve to get that beautiful crust on each of the fish. That's what we have here today, okay? Now, also, during the last few minutes, I came back with lemon and I squirted lemon on there so it can infuse even more awesome flavor into this red snapper. Now, for a test, what I want to show you guys is the final product. If you remember, we had 4 fish and I filleted one of them, okay? So look at this beautiful, beautiful snapper, okay? Absolutely amazing. Look how beautiful it is. Flaky, the way you want it to be, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're coming back with this beautiful shrimp sauce we made. And all we're gonna do is add some of our shrimp sauce right here, okay? Maybe a little squirt of lemon, why not? All right, and we're going to do a taste test. Look at this, folks. Amazing, okay? Just amazing. It's flaky. It's light. It's absolutely delicious. Flavor through and through. Amazing. If you like what we're doing, please subscribe to my channel. Let everyone know what Dski Grillz is up to. And as always, at Dski Grillz, grilling is not a pastime, it's a passion. If you would, go to DskiGrills.com. I am trying to increase my online orders and online sales for 2024. Go to DskiGrills.com. Check out some of the things we have on the menu. We ship anywhere in the United States. I would be more than happy to get it delivered right to your home in time for whatever event you have coming up, or if you just want to stock that freezer with some awesome Dski Grillz classics. I appreciate you guys for joining me. I'll catch you guys on the next one.